Hi, I'm Andrea.
And I'm Sarah, and we're from Peanut Buttered Blog.
So we're going to be sharing some of our favourite recipes in this Spoonful of Comfort series, starting off today with healthy loaded sweet potato skins. So we've just taken 2 large sweet potatoes out of the oven. We baked them for 50 to 60 minutes, basically until they're just a little bit soft to touch. We're going to let them cool down for a few minutes so they're easier to handle, and in the meantime we're going to get sautéing some onions.
Okay, great. So I'm going to sauté these onions that we've already chopped up into very small pieces.
And a good little tip is just to sprinkle a pinch of sea salt onto the onions to stop them browning too much.
So this pan's on a medium heat, and we're just going to cook them until they're translucent.
Okay, while Sarah is taking care of the onions, I'm just going to chop the sweet potatoes in half.
Why do you use sweet potatoes instead of normal potatoes?
Well, this recipe is a spin on the kind of classic loaded potato skins, which is a real American recipe. So tasty, so yummy, but we can't eat like that all the time, unfortunately. So this is kind of a healthier version, a bit more virtuous. But
and I think tastier.
It is.
I think tastier.
So I'm just going to scrape out some of the sweet potato, leaving a small kind of line of it on the inside so that they can stand up by themselves, and then we're going to throw the skins back in the oven to make them nice and crispy.
While you're doing that, I'm actually going to put in the spinach right now. So I'm just going to toss this in so we wilt it down a bit.
So if you want to try this recipe at home, all the ingredients and quantities are listed in the description box. So I'll just keep spooning out the flesh until we've just left with hollow potato skins.
So this looks like it's all done, so I'm actually going to just take it off the heat right now. This is going to make part of the filling, and the spinach is just going to add a little bit of extra nutrient and goodness to the mix.
Okay, we've got most of the sweet potato flesh out, so we're going to pop these skins on a baking tray, rub them with a little bit of olive oil, and put them back in the oven to make them nice and crisp.
I do like a crispy potato skin.
I just find it easy just to put a bit on your fingertips and just rub them like this. Time to put these back in the oven just for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, while those skins are just crisping up a little bit in the oven, we are going to mix the sweet potato flesh with some creme fraiche and light sour cream, and then we're going to add the rest of our filling. So grab
a masher.
Masher, just to make things a little bit softer and easier to work with.
This recipe's great because at Peanut Buttered we have a lot of sweet treats, don't we?
Yes.
And naughty ones too, so this kind of makes up for it a little bit.
Okay, we're going to add our creme fraiche and sour cream. If you wanted to make this a little bit naughtier, you could just go for the full sour cream and maybe add some bacon, a bit more cheese. Okay, we're going to add our onion and spinach now.
Okay. This pan is really heavy.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, sounds good.
Give that a bit of
It looks
mix.
really pretty as well.
And we have a cup of chickpeas.
Again, more health, more nutrition going into here.
Absolutely.
So I think our potato skins are now done, so I'll take them out of the oven. Pop them there.
Looking good.
They do look good.
And now we just need to fill them up with the filling and sprinkle them with some cheese.
I'm just going to fill them. That's good.
We'll put a couple of generous spoonfuls into each little sweet potato boat and then sprinkle them with cheese.
I think put a lot of cheese on.
Depends on how virtuous you want to keep them.
I'm not feeling virtuous. Okay, looking
Beautiful.
good.
Okay, so we'll just grab the cheese. And I usually try and keep them close together so you can literally just make it nice and easy for yourself rather than trying to keep things neat.
There's no tidiness in our kitchen.
No. If you want to see more recipes like this, just hit the subscribe button.
Okay, I think these are ready to go into the oven. So they're going to go in for about 10 minutes until the cheese is bubbling nicely. Okay, so these have just come out of the oven and they look brilliant.
We're ready for our healthy, tasty dinner now, so we'll see you next time for something a little less nutritious.
Bye.